Yes, students, welcome back again. I'll just continue from the previous topic that we have stopped in the last class. That was your where I have stopped in the clamping circuit at the negative clampers, where you will be fixing your positive peak. Okay, as I have already said that there is no discharge path for your capacitor. Right, so what we will be doing, we will be adding a resistor in the series combination, so that what will be happen, you will be getting some path to us to discharge your capacitor. Fine. So in the latter cases, so first we have seen a quarter part of the cycle we have seen, where you will be having clamping, okay, below the reference level. Okay, in the positive part will be clamped off, means that particular part will be fixed. So you will be having that will be continuously going on, because you won't be having any discharge path for the capacitor for the next part of the cycle, or the next half of the cycle of your voltage. You will be, this part will be going on. So it has to be some stopped at some point, right? So for that one, what we will be using? We will be using this resistor. Okay, so in the latter case, the capacitor will discharge through a series combination of the resistor across the diode and the resistance of the source, and in the few cycles the positive extremity would again be clamped to 0. So this positive extremity will be completely moved to the 0, which is as shown over here. So this particular circuit will be having a resistor that I have already shown, this one. So this is about your negative clampers. Okay, this is the negative clamping circuit, where your capacitor is followed up by a diode. So this at the quarter cycle of this part also, your capacitor will be charged, then it will be moving to the reference voltage, and your positive part will be fixed here, and the positive peak will be fixed or the clamped. Then after next half of the cycle, again this capacitor will be charged. So this will be moving on. So we have to have a proper end. So your capacitor has to discharge, because we don't have any discharge path for that one. So we are using a resistor in series combination with your diode. So where it will be, after some few cycles, the positive extremity, means the positive part of a resistor of your waveform will be clamped to the 0. So this is about the negative clampers. Now see the next topic, that is your positive clampers. I'll show you the figure. Here your diode will be in the reverse direction. Okay, so this is also termed as a negative peak clipper. Now what we are going to do here, we are fixing the negative part of the signal. In the negative clampers, we have fixed a positive part, and in the positive clampers, we are going to fix the negative part. So if this is a sinusoidal signal, that is the input waveform that we are given. See here in the figure, the output figure, the steady state clamped circuit, your negative part is clipped, means it is fixed and move on to this one. Correct? So you will be getting a positive cycles. Okay, this is also termed as negative peak clampers, since this circuit will be clamping the negative peaks of the signal to a 0 level. So this will be fixing this for negative parts or the negative peaks of the signal to the 0 level, and you will be getting a positive clamper, which will be introducing a positive DC voltage. Okay, I hope you are clear with the positive clampers and negative clampers. Positive clampers will be fixing your negative peaks to the 0 level, and negative clampers will be fixing the positive peaks of a signal to the 0 level. Fine. So here also, here in the positive clampers, the capacitor is followed up by a diode, which is in reverse condition or reverse bias, whereas in the negative clampers, the capacitor is followed up by a forward bias diode. Fine. So now let us see. Let the input signal of Vi is equals to Vm sin. Okay, this is the input signal. Means which signal we are applying here? Sinusoidal signal has been applied over here. Okay, so when V goes negative, here in this part, your signal goes negative, the diode gets forward bias and conducts, and in few cycles the capacitor will get charged to the Vm value. So in few cycles it will be reaching to your what we call reference voltage also, we can say. So to a Vm value with some polarity, it is given in this figure. Okay, this first part. So under steady state conditions, the capacitor will be acting as here the voltage constant source, or the constant voltage source, and that can be given as V0 is equals to Vi minus of minus Vm, because we are having a reverse bias voltage, forward biased voltage. Okay, so what happens when you are going for the negative, when it goes negative, the diode gets forward biased, because I am giving here negative and here positive. So your input signal will be gone to the negative part. So here in the steady state condition, your output voltage will be equals to what in the negative clampers, what is the output? V0 is equals to Vi. Similar output we have got, but here it is in the reverse bias. Okay, so what you are getting the output, V0 is equals to Vi minus of minus Vm. It is negative part we are getting Vm. So here it is a fixed voltage. So V0 is equals to Vi minus of minus Vm. So your output voltage is equals to, it is sum of your input voltage plus the voltage across the capacitor or the constant voltage source. Okay, that capacitor is also called as your constant voltage source. So overall the output will be your Vm plus Vi. So input voltage, this is also got into this one, because we have completely clipped off your negative peaks. So Vi input voltage plus Vm is the constant voltage across the capacitor. So based upon the relationship, based upon the above relations, we can have a relationship between your output voltage as the input voltage V0 and Vi. This is actually Vi. So the output voltage waveform is plot. So this is how. What happened to the negative one? Go back to the negative one here. See here in the negative clampers, this is how you got the output, and in the positive clampers, this is how you will be getting the outputs. Correct? So here, as you don't have the discharge path, same again we are using a resistor. So based upon the relationships of output voltage as well as the input voltage, the output waveform is plotted. This is how it will be shown. Okay, where the negative peaks of the input signal are clamped to the zero level. See here, can you see any negative peaks over here? No. So the negative peaks of what you can say, negative peaks of your input signal are clamped to the zero level. In the negative clampers, positive peaks of your input signal are clamped to the zero level. If positive means negative peaks will be clamped. If negative clipper is there, your positive signals or the positive signals will be clamped off, or positive peaks will be clamped off. So the peak to peak voltage of your output voltage is equals to, once again I am repeating, peak to peak voltage value of your output voltage is equals to peak value of your input voltage, that is equals to 2 Vm, because you are having twice. So twice that of your what we call constant voltage at the capacitor. So that there is no distortion in the waveform. Your waveform won't be distorted, only the peaks will be going to distort, and you will be getting the proper value which is present in your waveform. So to accommodate for variations in the amplitude of the input, the diode is shunted with a resistor over here. Okay, because we have to get the variations, we don't want to any kind of variations in the amplitude. So as to get that one, we are using a resistor as to have a discharge from the capacitor also. So when the amplitude of the input waveform is reduced, the output will adjust to its new value, which is as shown over here. Right? So whenever the amplitude of the input waveform, see, if you are not having a reduction in the amplitude of the input waveform, then you will be continuously getting the signals. We have to reduce, we have to get, we don't want any kind of variations in your input signal. We want a proper peaks, okay, proper value of the amplitude, either in the positive part or the negative part. So for that one, we need a discharge path, and that can be obtained by using a resistor. Fine. So this resistor is used to have the proper amplitude values. So the amplitude of the input waveform is reduced, then the output will be adjusted to its new values, which is shown as here. So this is the output of your clamping circuit. And which is the clamping circuit? It is a positive clamping. Sorry, it is negative clamping or positive clamping. This is your positive clampers, and that is your negative clampers. Fine. So this is how you are going to find out the positive clamping and negative clamping. So in positive clampers, all your negative parts will be clipped off to the zero level. In where it is vice versa, right? So please don't get confused in between the positive clampers as well as the negative clampers. Okay, so in positive clamping, you just remember that you will be getting a positive pulses, so negative part of the pulses will be clamped to the 0 level. When comes to the positive negative clamping, you will get negative pulses, negative in the sense are the output, so your positive pulses will be clamped or they will be fixed to the 0 level. Okay, then as to get the proper variations in the different variations, so what you have to do, we have to introduce a discharge path for your capacitor. As to have the discharge path, we are using a resistor across the diode. Okay, so this is how you will be getting your positive clampers as well as the negative clampers. Okay, I hope you are clear with this positive clampers as well as the negative clampers. Then we'll just see the next part, which is biased clamping. What actually meant by biased? Biasing means, what is meant by biased? Showing some preference to someone, correct? Now we'll see how this biased clamping will be done. Okay, first I'll read it out, this definition for you people, then I'll explain it very clearly. If a voltage if a voltage source of VR volts is connected in series with the diode, okay, this voltage source is connected in series with the diode of the clamping circuit, the input waveform will be clamped with reference to the VR. Okay, depending upon the position of the diode, the input waveform may be positively clamped with reference to the VR or the reference voltage, or negatively clamped with the reference voltage. So this kind of clamping is called as your biased clamping. So what did you understand what actually it is? So if the voltage source, whatever the voltage source we are having here, suppose this is your voltage source, okay, this voltage source is connected in series with your diode. Okay, this voltage source is connected in series with your diode. Okay, here if you consider here in this part of the clamping circuit, the input waveform will be clamped with respect to your reference voltage depending upon the direction of your diode. If your diode is in the forward bias condition, then it will be in a negative clamping will be done. If your diode is in the reverse bias condition, then your positive clamping will be done depending with respect to the reference voltages. Okay, I hope you are clear with this now. What actually biased clamping is? Biased clamping is nothing but it will be in between your voltage source and the diode. So if your diode is whatever the condition, whatever the direction the diode is having, in that particular part your clamping will be done. So as we have seen here, the diode is in the reverse bias, so negative clamping has been done. So it is a positive clamper, correct? So what, depending upon the position of the diode, the input waveform may be positively clamped with respect to the reference voltage, or depending upon the diode position, it will be negatively clamped with respect to the reference voltage. So depending upon the position of the diode, your clamping will be done either positive or negative with respect to the reference voltage. So this kind of clamping is called as your biased clamping. So this is about your biased clamping. Now next topic is about your clamping circuit, taking source and diode resistance into account. Now both we have to take in account and we have to see how the clamping will be done. So clamping circuit, taking the source and the diode resistance in account, how that is going to see, that we'll see in the next class. Okay. I hope you are all clear with this particular part of your clamping, positive negative clamping, as well as your biased clamping. So if there is any doubt regarding these particular topics, please do let me know. I'll continue this next topic, which is very important, in the next part of the class. Fine, ma? Thank you.